Good morning, darlings. Welcome, happy Tuesday. And my name is Kirsty Constance of Kirsty Constance Coach. I am taking over ReNutrition this morning and also this afternoon to deliver you some restoration and some self-care for yourself. I'm a health and well-being coach. I primarily work with women who live with chronic or invisible illness, and I help them to improve their symptoms and live a healthy and fulfilling life because it is possible. I myself live with a chronic condition, and using these tools that I'm going to share with you today, I've been able to manage my condition and achieve all my goals and live a pretty healthy life. So this morning I'm going to be sharing with you a meditation, and we're also going to do a little bit of a breathing practice too. Just before we begin, I just want to say a little disclaimer. Please make sure you're somewhere safe if you're going to take part. If not, if you're driving or you're not somewhere safe away from distraction, then come back later because I'll be popping this on Rachel's feed so you can always catch up when you're in a safer space. So you just need to be in a comfortable position. I will meet you where you are at. I will not be telling you exactly how you need to sit, where you need to sit. You could be on the floor, you can be on a chair, you might even be laying down in bed, and that is absolutely fine wherever you are. There's no restrictions. If you are seated, you might just like to lengthen up through the spine and just check that the chin's parallel with the ground and relax your shoulders, just because that helps your chest feel more free, it helps you to breathe easier, perhaps slow down your breath a little. So we're going to start with a meditation, a little breathing practice this morning. And what is meditation? If you've never come across meditation before, or maybe you've practiced but you've just not managed to find a right method for you, well, meditation really is a slowing down and a calming of your mind. It's a self-awareness, and it's giving yourself space to reflect and evaluate what's going on for you and how you're feeling. It's absolutely not necessary to completely still your mind, and that's what people often get put off by, because the mind thinks, and that is totally normal. But the more we practice, some days the mind will still and some days the mind won't. We're going to start this morning with an energizing breath, and this is a great breath to use when you are wanting to start your day with energy and focus, and it's also good to be used before exercise. This puts us in our go, go, go state, and I would recommend that you only use this a handful of times throughout the day if you're going to use it. Treat it much like a cup of coffee, because it is going to boost you and put you into that go, go, go state of nervous system. We will then go into more of a state of focus and flow. If you want to learn more about the breathing practices, I'll be back on later this afternoon to share a little bit of info about breathing. But just before we begin, as you allow yourself to settle and make yourself comfy, I'm just going to demo the first breathing practice that we will do before we start our meditation. So it's an energizer breath, and I've learnt this from the breath guy, who's fantastic. And we'll be breathing in through the nose and out through the nose or mouth. We'll be taking 2 sharp inhales through the nose and then relaxing out slowly and controlled. And I'll guide you along the way. If it feels too much for you, then just go back to your natural rhythm and pace of breathing, trying to take the breath through the nose. That's absolutely fine. And you will experience, or you may experience, some sensations in the body. You might notice some tingling, a change in temperature, and I just want to reassure you that that is perfectly normal. It's a reaction that you get to the breathing, but you're safe and it's fine. So I'll do a demo and then we'll get into it. So we'll take 2 breaths in through the nose. Nose, nose, mouth. Okay, so get yourself comfortable. Entirely up to you whether you now close your eyes or soften your gaze. Make any minor adjustments or movements that you need to make. And we'll begin our breathing practice. So I'll invite you now to exhale out any air that you're currently holding on to. And let's begin. Nose, nose, relaxing out. Nose, nose, relax it out. In, relaxing out. In, relaxing out. Nose, nose, exhale out. Nose, nose, relaxing out. Doing great. In, relaxing out. In, relaxing out. Keep it going. In, relaxing out. Last round. In, relaxing out. And just relax now. Breathing naturally. Just relax. And just take a moment to notice how you're feeling. Do you notice any sensations in your body? Perhaps a change in temperature. Just spend a moment noticing. And I'll invite you now to exhale out as we go back into that energizing breath. So let's begin. In, relaxing out. In, relaxing out. In, exhale out. Nose, nose, relaxing out. In, relaxing out. Doing great. In, relaxing out. Nose, nose, relaxing out. Keep it going. Doing great. One more round. And just relax now. Just relax. Just being in the moment. And just paying attention to your body. Breathing naturally. You're doing great. We're just breathing, something we do every single day. So let's take one last round of that energizing breath together before we begin cultivating our focus and flow for the rest of the day. So I'll invite you now to exhale out any air that you're currently holding on to. And let's begin. In, relaxing out. In, relax it out. Nose, nose, relaxing out. In, relaxing out. In, relaxing out. Nose, nose, relaxing out. Doing great. Keep it going. Well done. Keep it going. Last round now. Relaxing out and just breathing naturally now. Breathing naturally. And I just invite you to bring a sense of awareness to the space that's around you. You might like to keep your eyes closed or your gaze soft. But just feeling and bringing that awareness of that space, that room, surrounding your body. Perhaps you notice the temperature and how that feels against your skin. Maybe the sounds that you can hear somewhere else within the room or building. Or maybe further afield. Can you allow those sounds just to melt into your backdrop and be part of your present moment experience instead of a distraction or a frustration? Perhaps you can just draw it further inwards and notice the surface that's beneath you. Connection as your body is supported. And with that sensation of support, can you allow yourself to relax a little further? Can you allow your body to soften? Perhaps you're holding on some tension. Maybe softening your jaw, your cheekbones, even those little muscles around the outside edges of your eyes. Can you relax your brow bone and allow your forehead to smooth? And as you tune in to the subtleties of the systems of your body, the movement of your breath in and out, I'll invite you to take a moment of quiet introspection and begin to reflect upon how we develop and cultivate a positive mind, a positive mindset. Challenging. It takes effort and energy. But can you take a moment to consider when you feel most positive? And why you feel that way? Is it when you smile? When your mind feels more focused? Are you able to develop and build upon a positive mindset when you're helping others? Is it when you're taking better care of yourself? Just take this moment to just reflect and just notice with curiosity the thoughts that come to the forefront of your mind now. And as these thoughts surface, can you just hold them lightly, knowing that they're coming from you? And developing this positive mindset and a happiness can be really challenging, and it takes this effort and energy. But when we consider how often we are using so much of our energy and our effort pursuing the external things in the pursuit of this happiness and this positivity, could we perhaps begin within and use this tool of considering how we can develop and build upon this positive mindset within ourselves? Use that effort and energy to care for ourselves, to find that happiness that's already inside, to allow ourselves a peaceful, positive mind. And as you conjure up these feelings, can you allow it to grow and spread through your body? And perhaps take this sense of focus, an inner peace, and maybe the positivity that you've managed to stir up this morning, and channel it into the rest of your day. Having compassion for the others around us, having at least a gratitude attitude, and allowing yourself to get less attached to the stories. Remain open to the present moment reality, our present moment experience, which is all we really ever have. If anything that we've been taught over the past year is that things change, they flow. And so, with that in mind, let's just begin to bring our awareness back to our body, land back from wherever we've been. Hopefully ready to start this day with energy, with focus, and with flow. You might like to invite a little movement in, maybe wiggling your fingers or nodding your head side to side. Maybe a gentle roll of the neck if your neck's happy to do so this morning. And I'll leave you by saying thank you so much for joining me. I will be on later on to share some breathing practices and some info about breathing practices, so I would love for you to join me then at 4 o'clock. And if not, then hopefully you can catch up and you can see me soon. If you'd like to know more about meditation and some handy tips and tools to how you can make it work for you, then if you head over to my Instagram page at Kirsty Constance Coach, then click the link in my bio and there's a free meditation guide that you can download or get sent to your email. So if you're interested in that, just click the link in my bio at Kirsty Constance Coach and you can download that free guide to meditation. Thanks for joining me and I'll see you soon.